is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. So thanks to the... Continue on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Now Foreman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Now back to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. set up to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, You look.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
Let's go! I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
To throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Shaw. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year when the Davises
and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go now. Good, good. Good, good. Go, over.
Back to throw. Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
No, check. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Bucks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Set. Green, 39. Detroit. Over. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
It's caught by Funchess. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shaw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded at the goal line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run again with Pirine. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I...
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Sound. Oh, are you listening? Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "I'm not, this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going higher, 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 higher.
You have a big decision to make about one of your players.